Alright guys, Epsilon is in the house. It's the second episode and right now in front of me sitting one of my childhood friend, Hemant Chaursia.
I am Hemant Kumar and I am pursuing my graduation, and by side I am doing ND preparation, and my exam will be on 6th September. So ask what you want.
That's a kind of great information. Okay, here I am telling this. The niche of this podcast is going to be only of aviation field, means you pursuing aviation, about pilot, about aviation sectors, only this, because I don't find any type of guy better than you who just curious about aviation field.
Yes.
More curious about aviation field. Okay, that's why we only talk about aviation sectors.
Yes, I know that in our friend circle no one is from that sector.
Yeah, people pursue desire, but not born desire like you. Means if I'm talking about class 5, I just saw in your diary that there is a bit of ambitions.
Yes.
And you feel pilot, and you constantly feel pilot till 10, and you've still been curious about right now.
Yes.
But everybody, even me, just changes that. Sometimes businessman, sometimes cricketers. Whatever. Right now,
you are shooting podcast right now, and you would do some YouTube contents, and you are doing your home business.
Yeah, but that kind of information I'm not wanna say on YouTube, but that's fine. You tell. Apart from that, I'm also trading stock. Okay, let it be. Quick talk about means from where the desire of being a pilot embedded inside you since childhood.
I remember when I was in class 2.
Yeah.
Then I saw fighter jet. That's you know that fighter jet have ultrasounds. It shocks me that I thought from that day I thought I want to be a pilot, and from that day I don't know much about the pilot, but after we grow we know much about aviation field, but we don't know about the expense that we don't know about expense.
Yeah, it is a costly set. Means you wanna be a pilot, you have to be rich.
Yeah, there is two ways.
First,
yes, when you want to be get in defense sector, by defense sector, then all the expense will be taken.
Means defense sector means through government.
Through government, all your expense will be taken by government.
Yes.
And when you do by private sector, then all the expense will be done by you.
Yeah, I think there is less amount of sit in government sector.
No, yes, it is a right
limited amount of sit, and it is. And if you want to go with a private sector,
yes,
how much it does cost? I know, but I wanted to know that.
Yes. First of all, I am going to tell that you have to first pursue CPL. Yeah. CPL, it costs approx in India. It costs approx 20 to 25 lakhs, and after that you have to go for simulator training. Then it costs about 10 to 15 lakhs, and after that you have to attend the meeting. Means interview to airline
session.
Interview session. Then after that, when you qualify for that, when you select, then you have to do airline training. Then it costs approx 5 to 10 lakhs.
And so 25, 15, 10.
Yes. After that, you have to expense on room rent, uniform, books, and it costs total about 60 to 65 lakhs.
Means if you wanna be a pilot from private sector in India, it's cost you around 65 lakhs.
Yes.
Okay. I know that one of my friends wanna be a pilot in class 12, right, sitting behind me. Just switch the goal for becoming a pilot when he listened the price of becoming a pilot.
You have chance to get in by defense sector, but I don't know.
Defense sector. Yeah, you convince us something you plan that you first join in defense sector for a couple of years or half decade, and then you switch to a commercial. There
is terms and conditions that when you get in with defense sector, then you have to do at least 15 years. And after that you have to do more, or you have to leave that. Then you go for airlines, private sector.
Means you go defense sector through NDA, and government pay you about your training cost, about your education cost, and then government retain you for next 15 years.
And
for
after
what?
that
For
you
themselves, and then you have a chance.
After it all depends on you. You want to go more or you leave.
Yeah, that's an important information. Anyway,
You also go for, like, if you don't clear NDA, then you also go for FCAT exams. That will be that eligibility will be graduation, and you have to score 60% marks in class 12, physics or maths. It's compulsory. And if you are not from science background, then you do from NIOS school, physics and maths. It's compulsory.
Yes.
And when you go for private sector and you have no any science background, then you go for NIOS, and it doesn't matter how much you score, you just pass.
Yeah, you're talking about stream means subject background.
Yeah.
Lots of people don't know that you go through other subject. Means if you pursuing class 12 from commerce, then also you become a pilot.
Yes.
Yes, how it is?
You have to do your physics and maths by NIOS, National Open School.
Oh, open school means
you have to do but only physics and maths.
Class 12, 11, 12 from open school.
Yeah. You have just passed, not fixed percentage required.
But just passing marks, which is required. And then we go for that. Anyways, what your future perspective about being a pilot?
I thought when there will be my exam on 6th September. And if I thought I cleared it, I hope I'll clear.
Yeah, I have a belief you cracked it.
But when we after all, जब मैं clear कर लूँगा,
yes,
then we have to go for interview. That is SSB. That will go for.
That's the toughest phase.
Yeah, and it will go for 5 days. And in that, lots of works are done in these 5 days, and on the basis of your work or your
skills,
yes, it's all depends on you. This
how many seat in India for going through NDA?
And it will it's 92 for pilots and 18 or 24 ground staff.
And how many form goes?
NDA will be for Army, Air Force and Navy Naval Defense Academy. And they form approx 4 or 5 lakhs. 5 lakh students still.
You believe that you're gonna crack it? Just I'm not.
I am so confident that
I'm not trying to broke your confidence, but you have a belief.
Yeah, I believe that I crack this time.
Yeah, I have also. If you, in case you are not capable to crack the exam, what are the other ways to become a pilot?
If I don't, then I have options for go for FCAT, CDS. CDS also defense sector. And if I don't want this, then
means these are the hefty monies filled.
Yeah.
Means you have to pay the
no
price to private.
If
sectors.
you go for FCAT or CDS, then government will also take your all expenses. And if you go for private sector, then you have to pay your own expense.
Means that hefty 50 lakh, 60 lakh money.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. It's a big. Which pilot? How pilots career inspire you? Means what are the benefits you expected rather than flying a plane? Means if I record this video, I just famous on YouTube, and somehow today or later, couple of years later, and it's kind of information that I publish there. In the same way, publish there for others people. Means a person who wanna become a pilot or interested in any of these things, then people watch it. In same way, apart from flying planes, what you interested?
First of all, I'm interested because it is a professional job. No, when you go anywhere, you find that he's engineer, your cousin engineer, your brother doctor, anymore. But when you say someone that I am a pilot, you have a personal pride. But
Means you not seems to be coming from a mob of people who are just going for engineer and doctor. If your boss just go for engineer, if your girl go for doctor. Yeah. And
first, I have also desire for being pilot is that there is no any fixed routine. You have to go in the night, you have to go in the morning, anywhere, no any fixed time. And you go today, you are in other state, some states, and tomorrow you will be on other states.
Even country, bro. I saw the pilot.
But you have to experience for international flights. It takes time.
Okay, means it's a label. First you fly only in India, that's called domestic.
Yeah.
Then you go for international, that's called whatever. International
It
flight.
requires time.
Yeah, you travel the world in free.
Yeah.
You're staying in a
there are so many perks in aviation field.
Huh?
Perks are like you have to stay in 5-star hotel where you stay. And when you have a layover means when you go for some destination and you have to stay there. Then aviation airlines company, you have to pay for stay there, extra money.
Means you just, it's a fucking lavish job.
Yeah.
Apart from this all city things. Not city things, means it's something unique. Okay, pilots have lots of free time. These days I saw most of the content creator or travel people come from a aviation background. Means they fly for 2 or 3 days in a week, and then the rest of the week they want to do. Is there something like things?
There is I don't know what's that thing means. There is a routine or monthly routine. You may say, I don't know what is the proper term. And then you have to fly 5 days. But when you do 5 days flight, then you have next 2 days holiday. And what do you want?
Rest.
Yeah. And you do what you want. You have to fix your holiday plan or what you want. You have to meet up.
Here's a simple question. Don't enter the complex things. Let's convince me. I am a class 6 student and I want to become a pilot. Let's convince me how I am. What's the step I have to take? Simple things. Don't interrupt the big terms. I'm a class 6 student.
First tell me, in which way you want to join?
In which way? I just want to fucking fly planes in middle of the sky. I don't care. I don't think at that age, means I'm class 6 student, I don't care about people sitting behind me. I just wanted to be in the middle of sky and flying the plane.
You don't know. You means join anyway, like government sector or private sector.
Yeah. For what I have to do?
Means I ask that. Which sector you want to join aviation field? Means if you go for defense sector, then I have also like...
Defense sector means government sector.
Yeah.
Means army.
You have to serve the nation. You have to serve the nation. If you go for defense sector, then you have to serve the nation.
For 15 years.
Yeah. You have like जुनून होना चाहिए देश करने के लिए.
हाँ, मतलब बचपन में अगर माइंड में आया तो जरूर कोई डीप डिजायर होगा.
And if you want to go for private sector, then there is lakhs of money.
Tons of money means?
Lakhs, like
lakhs of
10,000, 100,000.
Okay, means I have to complete my 10th from normal as I did.
Yeah.
Then in 12th, then I have to go for certain examination. What we call it?
What?
After 12th, where we go? Private sector.
If you go for private sector, first there is many students do first ground class. That is, first you have to clear DGCA exams. DGCA. Director General Government of India. Civil Aviation, sorry. Director General of Civil Aviation. And then there is 5 exams. First you have to clear that exam. Then you have 5 years time to complete your flying time, that is 200 hours. If you complete in 200 hours, then
200 hours, that's flying experience.
Yeah, flying experience.
I have experience of riding.
If you fly 200 hours a Cessna, or that is a plane, Cessna, then you have apply for CPL. then you got CPL. After you got CPL, then you apply for interview.
Okay, bro. Okay, I wanna something ask different odd questions. That's lots of people face having a different desire for being a pilot. Any family pressure or concern about this for becoming a pilot? Means any type?
Yeah, there is some problem. There is some pressure that is money pressure, and our parents thought that it is a life challenging profession. So they also boycott. They also cancel. They don't want to do that profession.
Oh, means I want to listen in terms of that you watch in a news. It's a latest news that any plane from Dubai came to Kerala and just broken into two pieces. Means parents have their fear that no, it's a life challenging professions. Although I have some data that the death ratio on a
bike or car is more than airlines.
Yeah.
That accident was caused due to the tabletop runway. That means the runway, and you thought this is runway, and after that there is a dip down on both sides of the runway.
Yes.
Then when the runway is slippery, means there is some bad weather condition.
I know this. Means family have this type of mindset that
it's of course
that's a challenging mindset. You have to choose something safe.
Yeah, they thought that my son is choosing some odd profession and that is life challenging. So they love you, so they don't want to lose you.
Yeah, that's cool. What's your desire after? Where you want to watch yourself after 10 years? 10 years from now.
I look myself Jet pilot.
Jet pilot.
Yeah.
Jet pilot means
fighter pilot.
Fighter pilot means you crack NDA and you fly pilot for country.
Yeah. I'm
great.
serving the nation. And after 15 years.
Means what? You have a desire to serve the nation or to having choose a pilot profession?
Both are condition. Both conditions are unique.
Okay. Means what you want? Both?
Yeah, both. Because I have a chance to serve the nation, and pilot is my profession and my passion. Profession, not my passion. Yeah. So I do both things. And after 15 years, then you all need money. Then I choose private sector.
And yes, lots of people been always care about how much money it's required to become a pilot, but don't people watch that you can recover that money within a 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, 60 or 65 lakhs you cover in. Yeah.
Okay, just consider it. I'm not going to given negative vibes inside your brain. Pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Airline industry just crashed. Okay, lots of pilots being unemployment. Yeah. What are your thoughts about that?
It doesn't mean that after 1 or 2 years, the airlines company doesn't require pilot, because when you have to go for Asia to America, you don't go for car.
Yeah,
you don't go by car. You have to choose airlines. Then it doesn't mean that the market of aviation is going down.
Means it goes down for certain periods of time, but
by generation we are developing. Then everyone wants to save time. So no one choose car or train to go someplace.
Okay, here is another thing that AI is just going to lead the world. Yeah. And what if in upcoming years, means after 10 years when you want to fly a private
private airplane,
fighter plane, that time AI just control fighter plane, means robot gonna control fighter plane.
No, if you think that if AI is installed in fighter plane, airlines any plane, then AI installed in airplane, and you have to command that. You have to command, not any step is taken by AI self.
Okay, means I have to, unless and until it doesn't matter how much technology going to lead.
Yeah. You have to. Pilots are required. Pilots have to handle so many things.
Okay. And any person which inspire you that's belong from pilot industry?
Gaurav Taneja.
I think YouTube just lead the world.
Yeah.
It's not, Gaurav Taneja through YouTube.
Yeah.
If he don't make blog or fucking become Das Ke Papa or fucking Das Muscle TV, whatever the content creator, you don't know that guy. Okay, Gaurav Taneja. You have also good body, bro. What about you? Okay, in upcoming days, any movies you recommend that once you recommend a movie that's great. By the way, I also recommend on one of my video any movies that coming from aviation field.
I saw lots of movies. I have saw so many movies. It's Crash Point or Volcano versus Airplane.
Okay.
So lots I did it.
Okay, one thing I want to ask that there is a certain other terms for becoming a private sector pilot for girl. My friend have faced lots of problem. One of my friend faced faced lots of problem that you go through ND right after 12, but there is a criteria for girls completing after graduation.
There is no any job in defense sector for girls after 12. Before 12, you have to pursue graduation first. Then you have to go by FCAT or by CDS.
Means poor girl can't be a pilot after 12th. Can't be prepared for pilot after 12th.
Why not?
Means how?
She will do her graduation by government college.
Graduation from any different field?
Any government college.
Okay. You wanna tell something more about the member, the team, the training things, the flying things, whatever you have concern about.
I will tell about
any country legal rules, whatever, anything related to aviation field, because you are the only person you know lots about that, and my viewers don't know much about that.
There is an airlines that is UAE or Qatar Airlines.
Qatar. Yeah, that's the best airline I ever.
Qatar or it's UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
That in this airplane, girls pilots are not. They don't
prefer
girls.
Why?
In UAE,
everyone wanted to promote women. I think in India we promote women a lot. Means over promote.
First you have know that in UAE recently they gave permission to drive car by women. So how can
means in UAE 2020
or 2019 I can't remember that year. But recently 2 or 3 years.
Drive 4-wheelers.
Yeah. Girls are not girls.
Any strong reason about that?
No, I don't know.
That's a country rule. Okay, best any flight you wanna to fly? You wanna fly any private jet or fucking any rich millionaire who have a 10 or 20 private jet? What about seaplane? I just watch in some movies that plane just land in sea and just take off from sea.
Land in sea or boat. It is
land in sea.
Yeah. What's that name?
A seaplane, whatever. There's any other
battleship.
Battleship,
the term.
It's a battleship. I don't know the exactly term, but you understand the means.
They require confident pilots or expert pilots.
Land plane in sea, and that plane is that's not commercial plane. That's a different type of.
That's
plane.
A fighter jet.
Oh, fighter jet.
Yeah.
And what about? I also saw in different movies that tourists just land the plane in sea or water.
I don't know.
You have not idea about. Okay, I will share my thoughts about that. What about? You talk about SEEP. Battleship means plane land on sea.
Yeah, fighter jet.
I just saw in movie. I don't know you observed that not observed it or not. They use a rope just to stack the last wheel of the plane so that the plane which land on the seat that don't slide.
Yeah, that's the point. When know that fighter jet have maximum speed as 2 Mach, 5 Mach. That's the speed. But you have limited runway. Runway that means
seat.
Battleship is short.
Yeah, battleship.
So then when you land the fighter jet, there is a rope or I don't know what the thing is. There is a man on that side, other end.
Other end of the
battleship.
Yeah.
When you land the fighter jet, then there is a knuckle or buckle, what do you say? It's stuck in the rope like that. If it is stuck, then there is a green signal. If don't, then there is a red signal and you have to
take off
on the other side. Otherwise, you have to fall down in the
second attempt to land that.
You have to go around.
And that's the unique thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, what about anything, any blast you saw or any passenger, any fight in the pilot? How you react? Suppose that it's any negative news on a television and you watch that. How you react that? I wanna be that guy and that's something wrong happened in that field.
Recently, you hear news about a plane crash in Pakistan.
No, I don't hear.
You don't know about.
I only know about Kerala.
Yeah, recently in Pakistan there is a plane crash. That's the problem. Problems in the plane that their wheels are not open.
Wheels are not open means on landing time.
They land on belly. Belly means body.
Body.
Yeah, plane's body, underbody.
Yeah, and plane's bottom body.
Yeah.
Bottom body of plane. Yes.
Then the jet जो engine होता है, what's that turbine? This turbine touches down the ground and there is a problem in the plane that there is failure in the engine. There is failure in the engine. They go around because any plane has 2 engines. They go around means they took another chance for landing.
Okay.
And that time both engines are failed because one engine can't survive more time. Then
and that plane ended up crash.
Yeah.
And people died.
Approx 100 or 200 meters before runway.
Okay, I wanna wrap this thing. It's been 30 minutes and okay, one important question just hit my mind that I watch in some movies that people just used to feel fuel in plane from another plane.
That is a fighter jet.
Means in commercial you can't feel fuel.
In commercial they reserve some extra fuel because they don't know what happens. So they have some extra fuel. But in fighter jet they have to go for long distance because they have lots of speeds. So after that, when there is
one plane come on the above of other plane and
above or in front of the plane and they have to maintain the same speed and there is a cable or what thing I don't know.
And that's how they feel.
Yeah.
What about you have any future perspective that in future plane gonna fly from battery? There battery car.
Recently we hear about the plane that is on solar plate because on their wings there is solar plate on the wings.
Means in daytime they gonna constantly fly if the sun rays there. Okay, I wanna epsilons. Okay, one thing I wanna interesting that's a personal question. Why you name epsilons? What that mean?
I think you gave that name because my
I only ask this for having a credit.
Yeah, I give the credit of my name, but I use it on social media or that.
Epsilon. Yes, I have also different name. Then I use Aviation and just owe it at my professional or personal name. Then I found lots of kids from my family just use that same title.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like epsilons.
I like, but
it's a ritual in your also in your house to use that same title.
I don't think because they want that you use Chaurasia, don't use Lawrence.
Chaurasia sound like cringe.
Yeah, I know that. But Lawrence, I think Lawrence is cool. But when I was in 9th standard, then there is a registration form that my parents told that you don't write or fill
Sure.
your name, H.C. Lawrence. You have to fill just Hemant Kumar.
That time you have a mind that you feel that's
Yeah.
Lawrence. Yeah, I also changed my name. I don't want to reveal what's my real name, but yeah, you can change it. All
Yeah,
the
I can
legal
change
document got right with some few certain code terms. Okay, I want to wrap these things up. That I think that's enough. It's going longer and boring. That's why I wrap this thing. Thanks for having here.
Thank you, Abhishek Seth, for giving that opportunity to explore the aviation field.
Yeah, you know better. That's why you are here.
Thank you.
And thank you being a second guest of my channel. Thank you for watching, guys.